everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today for this Empties video. It has been about 6 weeks since I did my last video and I'm feeling a little awkward here in front of the camera, I have to admit. I think that when you're doing videos on the regular, you kind of get into the flow a little bit quicker. So have patience with me as I get my bearings straight here, but I really do enjoy doing these Empties videos. So hopefully this one will turn out okay. I do want to say right off the bat before we get into the Empties video that, obviously right now is a huge time of turmoil in our country's history with the pandemic going on, with the racial injustices that have been going on for hundreds of years in our country, but are really getting mainstream attention right now. So I want to say unequivocally that I stand with Black Lives Matter. I obviously believe that Black Lives Matter, and I just wanted to say that on the outset in case there was any question about it. I think if you follow me on Instagram, and in particular my stories, none of that would come as a surprise to you. And on Instagram is where I tend to put forth my ideas and thoughts and beliefs, regarding social and political issues. So if you haven't followed me yet over on Instagram, I'm at Green Beauty Trish, so you can do that if you so choose. And I do also want to say, this is kind of a little dicey because I don't want to be performative in any way, like, oh, look at me, I'm looking for, a trophy or an award because I'm such a good person or I'm one of the good white people. I don't buy into any of that, but I do want to be careful about being performative, but I also think it's important for you all to know that I do put my money where my mouth is. So I have donated, I think either at the amount or over the amount of the money that I have made, which is not a lot, but it is significant enough. And so I divided that sum of money between Campaign Zero and the Urban League of Portland, which is where I live. So I just wanted to put that out there so that you all know that I am, like I said, putting my money where my mouth is, which I do think ultimately is very important. So let's go ahead and jump into the Empties. I have a lot here. Usually I have my big black bag, which is over here. It is empty because I just had to organize it because there was so much in here that it was giving me anxiety just looking at it and figuring out how I was going to tackle this video. You'll notice if you do follow me on Instagram that I did put up a small little snippet of my staples that were in my Empties, or products that I've mentioned quite a bit on my channel, and I just didn't want to be redundant, and I also wanted to get to these products here in front of me that I am really excited to talk about. So pop on over to Instagram, you can see a shot of my Empties. Like I said, products I frequently use, staples, things that I've mentioned quite a bit here on my channel. So I'm going to start here with hair care. I have these two products from InnerSense, and these are the Hydrating Cream Hair Bath, which is their shampoo, and their Hydrating Cream Conditioner. These are designed for people who, have damaged hair, who need a lot of nourishment and moisture in their hair, which is what I need actually. I do have thick, wavy hair, and now I've got my grays coming in, so I really do want to make sure my hair is getting really well conditioned because I do need that. And I have to say, these are almost too conditioning for my hair. I can't imagine what this does to people with fine hair. So I liked it okay. It gave me just a little bit too much of that feeling of my hair being weighed down, which I don't want too much of. So I think this is maybe the second time I've given this a try, and I don't think I will get InnerSense again. I do prefer the Flourish shampoo and conditioner. Their minty lavender, lavender mint, I think is what it's called. That's my favorite shampoo and conditioner. Staying on the shampoo and conditioner theme, what I actually am trying to do is find a bar shampoo that I really like so that, I don't have to be using plastic in my products or really trying to minimize that. So I tried this is the Meow Meow Tweet Lavender Hemp. Oh no, wait, that's the conditioner bar. I'll get to that in a second. I got the Rosemary Avocado Shampoo Bar. This is what the box looks like, and the bar itself just looks like, a typical bar soap. I really do like this. This again does seem to weigh down. I think I used this on my hair last time I shampooed it. And it does kind of weigh it down a little bit, but I think it's okay for me because of the thickness of my hair, the coarseness of my hair, and the waviness of my hair. But I do think if you have fine hair, this might be challenging to use. But I'm actually very impressed by this rosemary avocado shampoo bar. I really liked it. I highly recommend it if you are looking to decrease your plastic waste and you want to go for a zero waste shampoo bar. And then I also wanted to try their lavender hemp conditioner bar, which I was a little bit skeptical about, and I'm still a little bit on the fence. When you have such long, thick hair like I do, it's hard to work with a conditioner bar in your hair. So I think how I have found that I like it the best is to just kind of put the bar through the ends of my hair, and that seems to be working pretty well. I took this with me on our trip to Southern Oregon, Central Southern Oregon, and I actually forgot body lotion. So I was able to use this as body lotion, which was great. It was sort of like one of those moisturizer bars. So it kind of does double duty, which is great. Actually, their shampoo bar does double duty as well, because you can use this as just a typical bar soap for your body, and it's amazing for that. The next product is the Beneath Your Mask. This is their Nourish Skin and Hair Serum. I believe I got this in the Clean Beauty box, and I do just want to, as an aside, this is a Black-owned business. The woman who owns this is an African American woman, and I am going to be featuring more Black-owned businesses as I proceed with my channel and Instagram and just life in general. If I were to go off of Instagram and YouTube, I would continue to do this because I think it's very, very important to support Black businesses. I will admit I have not done a good enough job at seeking Black businesses out, and so that is a promise I am making to you all and to myself to feature more Black-owned brands in the future. So anyway, as an aside, I just wanted to mention that I really like this. What I ended up using it for is as a hair serum or a hair oil. I really love using hair oils. I've been using them for years and years and years now. It's my preferred styling method, and then I just let my hair dry by itself, and this was really nice. I do highly recommend it, and I have not tried they've got like a whipped body butter that everybody raves about, and I think I'm gonna put that on my list as a product to try in the future. I absolutely fell in love with this next product. This is the Jordan Samuel Granita de Caffe Body Scrub. Okay, this might have become, or might be, my new favorite body scrub. This stuff is phenomenal. First of all, the scent is incredible. If you like coffee scent, this is absolutely heavenly, and it's one of those scrubs, it's like my perfect type of scrub where when you put it on your skin, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like an emulsion, but it's thick and oily, does a great job of scrubbing your skin. It's not too harsh, and then when you rinse it off, you're left with that beautiful, just like light, thin layer of oil on your skin, so that when you get out of the shower, all you have to do is pat it dry. It rinses off beautifully. It just left my skin so soft, and I cannot wait to get more of this. Next time I order something from Jordan Samuel, I will definitely be getting this again. And I do order from Jordan Samuel on the regular. I don't think I have any other Jordan Samuel products here to talk about today, but I have lots of favorites from Jordan Samuel. And like I said, next time I order, I'm definitely gonna be getting his scrub again. Two soaps I want to mention. I don't really have much of this packaging here, but this is the L'Amour, what is it? The Charcoal and Pine Tar Soap. So the deal with this soap is half of it looks like regular bar soap, and then the top is the charcoal kind of scrubby type soap. So it's like 2-in-1. I really like using charcoal soaps. I like using it under my armpits. I think it works really well for my boys in addition to myself. So I have huge raves for this brand in general, and then also for this soap in particular. It did a great job of cleansing my skin and not drying it out. Then the last soap I have to talk about is an absolute new favorite. This is from Asali. This is her Honey Soap Lavender Woods soap. It has lavender, ylang ylang, and sandalwood in it. So this is the tin that it comes in. I obviously have used up all the soap, so I can't show you what it looks like, but they just kind of have these beautiful hues and colors to them. I have 2 more waiting in the wings in my cupboard to bust out when I need to. I just am really so impressed with the soap. It did a great job. The scent is stunning. I absolutely love this soap. It lathered up beautifully, didn't dry my skin, did a great job of cleansing. And the only downside I would say is the tin. I mean, I think it's nice to have maybe 1 or 2 of these just to store things in, but I kind of wish there was an option to get it without the tin so that it was just really zero waste, because I'm not exactly sure if I can throw this in my curbside recycling. If any of you know, please do inform me. Anyway, I will definitely be repurchasing from Asali, and also to let you know, the woman who owns this company is a Black woman. So another Black owned brand here. Now I want to move into, let's see, I think just more body products when you're out of the shower. I went through my Ojai Wyld Pink Peppercorn Body Oil. You have heard me talk about this in the past. And then most recently, I think in my last Empties video, I talked about I think it's the White Sage. I really love these body oils, how I use them, which is kind of decadent, but I pour them into bath salts, and then I use them in the bath, because I just find that, you know, sometimes you use oils and they don't disperse in the bath very well, and then you can kind of get like patches of glommed on oil on your skin. For whatever reason, this disperses really well in the bath when you mix it with bath salts, and it's just a beautiful aromatic experience and leaves your skin really soft. So I really recommend the Ojai Wyld body oil just in general, especially if you enjoy her scents, and then in the bath it's superb. Another product, I am really sad that this isn't empty. This is the Siam Seas Quam Rock Radiance. This is a body serum. This is so beautiful. I am really into these body serums because I like doing that in general, mixing up, like when my skin is really hydrated, then I'll mix a lotion with an oil. And so this is kind of like mixing all three. It's like mixing hydrolates with, you know, those heavy duty moisturizers that you find in a lotion, also with a body oil. And the scent is absolutely stunning. It's got jasmine sambac, which, as you know, if you frequent my channel at all, that is one of my favorite scents in the whole wide world. And it kind of has also back notes of really earthiness. So it's just like comforting, transports you sort of to the tropics because of the jasmine, but really grounded. And I really love this. This is definitely, I got this in a Boxwalla beauty box, I'm pretty sure. Maybe back February of last year, and I would definitely purchase this on my own. No doubt about it. So next up on body care is another L'Amour product. This might be my favorite product I have tried so far. This is the hand butter. It does an amazing job of moisturizing your skin, as we're all washing our hands more and more using hand sanitizer, which can be drying because of the alcohol in it. This, I think, above everything else I've tried, has done such a great job of moisturizing my hands, and it soaks in right away. You can kind of see the color there. It's dried out just a little bit because I have had this for a while, and then sometimes, you know, the last bits of a product will dry out a little bit quicker, but that really was not an overall issue for me with this product at all. As you can see, it's a great size to transport with you on vacation, in your luggage, on your carry-on, in your handbag. So huge win for L'Amour. It is important to note with this one and with the soap that they both contain beef tallow, which I have already addressed in a past video, but I will just say that this is a Mongolian brand. So the beef tallow that they use comes from cows and cattle, and I think they do have some goat products as well. So their animals in Mongolia are free roaming. They take beautiful care of their animals. They revere their animals. So I typically would not want to have something like beef tallow in my products, but knowing what I know about L'Amour and the founder, who is incredible, I really want to support her, and it doesn't bother me because I know that this was obtained through a very ethical treatment of the animals. All right, so the next product I'm going to talk about is another huge fave of mine. This is the Lilac Enfleurage Organic Natural Face and Body Whipped Frosting, and this is from Velvet and Sweet Pea. Now, Lori Stern is incredible. She does make natural perfumes, which are gorgeous. And if you've never checked out her website, I encourage you to do so because it's just really beautiful, really whimsical. If you find that her perfumes are a little bit out of your price range, then doing something like one of these whipped frostings is the way to go. I have been loving these ever since I started my perfume blog, Scent Hive, which was in 2009, and I have been using them and loving them ever since then. So I guess we're going on 11 years now. So I cannot recommend these highly enough. This one I think was a limited edition. but the lilac and florage is stunning. So highly recommend that. I'm going to move on to skincare now. This I probably should have included in my staples, but I did want to mention that even though this Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser has been a favorite of mine for years and years, I'm not super crazy about how they have handled, or the founder or whoever their PR was, how they've handled this this moment in time around Black Lives Matter. I feel like they kind of appropriated it in a way, and the founder sort of misrepresented herself. And, you know, I mean, she obviously is an immigrant because she is from, where is she from? Colombia, I believe. But I think she kind of played up that aspect of her backstory and sort of took out the, I think she comes from, I don't know, some kind of royalty, just enormous privilege from Colombia. So I think she kind of misrepresented herself, and I didn't really love that. So I'm not too sure about Tata Harper. You guys know I love this product, but I do have this Empty, the cleansing cream by Dr. Hauschka, which in my mind, they sort of serve the same purpose for me in my skincare routine. I like using both of them over top like an oil or a balm to kind of help emulsify and just do a little bit of gentle exfoliation. So for the time being, until I really hear anything differently, I don't really think I'm going to be supporting Tata Harper in the near future. And then we'll use the Dr. Hauschka cleansing cream in lieu of that. And you know, I've been using this for years and years, so I really do love this cleansing cream and I highly recommend it. So I do have quite a few cleansers here, so bear with me. I have an Empty of the Infiori Lustra, and this is their oil cleanser. This is a cleanser that does need to be removed with a washcloth. Let's get that in focus there. There you go. So you can see this gorgeous, beautiful bottle. I love their packaging. Just seems to want to go out of focus. All right, got it back in focus again. So once again, I'm going to be talking about Jasmine Sambac. I love this because it has a gorgeous, gorgeous scent of Jasmine Sambac. So for me, this is worth the hefty price tag because there's really no other sensory skincare experience that I've ever found out there that is on par with this cleanser for me, this oil cleanser. So I will continue to buy it. It's not a staple. It's more like a treat to myself. So maybe once a year I'll splurge on it because like I said, it's really, really expensive, as all the Infiori products are. So if you've never tried it, if you can get your hands on a sample, I recommend doing that. Or if you are a Jasmine fan, I highly recommend jumping into it if you do really want to treat yourself. I have an Empty of the Pa'akai cleansing cream by Hanua. I'm sure you guys know this is a huge favorite of mine. I think this even made it to my favorite cleansers of, I can't remember, maybe it was 2018. I would definitely call this a staple, but I didn't want to put it in my staples little snippet on Instagram because I really wanted to talk about it with you all here on YouTube, just to let you know I'm still loving this. And if you have any specific questions about it, just ask me below. I don't really want to get into it too much because I've talked about it so many times on my channel. And then I have here a sample jar that Ali of Heart of Gold sent, or I don't think she sent it to me. I think she gave it to me in person because we hang out quite a bit. The name of this cleanser is Dreamboat, and it is gorgeous. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell this here, but if you can see a little bit of what's left in here, it's kind of got this beautiful sort of sea foam green color, and I believe there are clays in here, either clays or charcoal. So if you are debating between getting this one, the Dreamboat, or the Sea Change, I believe, yeah, Sea Change cleansing balm, that was featured in the Boxwalla Beauty Box, I would go with the Dreamboat if you maybe lean a little bit more oily, you want to have a little bit more of that purifying experience with your cleanser. And then the Sea Change is good as if you have drier skin like mine. So while I really love both of them, if I had to pick one for my particular skin type, I would probably go with Sea Change. But Dreamboat has a very similar scent profile and it rinses really nicely off just like Sea Change. So I do recommend the Dreamboat. Staying on the Heart of Gold theme, I have one of her Astral Traveler cleansing fluids. This is her oil cleanser that does emulsify off with water. I really, really love this. I think it's a beautiful cleanser. It does have sort of an interesting, almost like bitter herbal scent. So my only reservation is I don't know if that's gonna go over well with a majority of people. I like it. I don't mind that kind of scent. I wouldn't say that it's been my favorite scent from all of the Heart of Gold creations. I do feel like I prefer the Live Botanical oil cleanser, which has more of a lemony scent. So between the two, I think I would stick with the Live Botanical, but I am so glad that I got this. I purchased this with my own money and I really enjoyed using it. Another oil cleanser, which also has an interesting scent, is the Lovina Dragon's Blood Vitamin C Cleansing Oil. So they sent this to me to kind of do a test run before they launched it. And my one complaint was I didn't like this dropper. I felt like it was kind of cumbersome and unwieldy to use. So I think they actually did change it. I think they've changed it to a pump, and I will find out soon because this is going to be featured, or this is being featured in the August Boxwalla Beauty Box. So if you're curious about this, I highly recommend getting that. I'll try to remember to link that below if you are curious about trying this. So I really did like this. It rinses off really well, and it has a very strong guava scent, which I'm a little bit on the fence about. I'm very interested to see if anything's changed about this product when I do get it from Boxwalla, if maybe the guava scent has been toned down at all. If it continues to be really strongly guava-ish, I don't know if I would purchase this on my own, but I'm really excited to be getting it again, and then I will update you on the scent and how it works for me. Next up is the Audacité Blue Aura Cleansing Water. And I really, really like this. So I have said in the past that micellar waters are, you know, something that I could live without. I think I even said that in a video that was titled Products I Could Live Without. But I actually have grown to really like micellar waters now. I find that they're really easy to use if I'm just feeling kind of lazy and I want to use it as my second cleanse. Or if I just don't have a lot on my face, if I'm not wearing SPF or makeup, sometimes at night I'll just use that alone and just call it good. So yeah, I really have been enjoying micellar waters in general, and the Audacité one is lovely. I really do recommend this. So now we're gonna jump into toners. I finished my January Labs Daily Brightening Tonic. Really loved this. It has lactic acid in it, so if you're looking for a lactic acid toner that does not have glycolic acid. I do find that those two acids go hand in hand sometimes in toners. So if you just want the lactic acid, if you find glycolic acid a little too strong for you, then I do recommend this a lot. This next one I am so in love with. This is the Ranavat Jasmine Hydrating Toner. And this smells of Jasmine officinalis. So it's different than the Jasmine grandiflorum. It's different than the Jasmine sambac. I would say it's a very soft jasmine and it's a very clean smelling jasmine. So if you don't really like that kind of like juicy, kind of funky aspect of Jasmine grandiflorum, or if you find that Jasmine sambac might be a little bit too strong, maybe too resinous, then Jasmine officinalis might be the jasmine for you. And I love it. Not quite as much as Jasmine sambac, but I do love it. And this is gorgeous. It's a beautiful toner. Highly recommend it. I will definitely be getting that in the future. And then I do have two Laurel hydrosols, or elixirs. Let's talk about this one. This was the Single Farm Hydrosol Forest Bath. This was gorgeous. I really loved this a lot. Limited edition, so it's not available right now. But in general, if you find a limited edition hydrosol or elixir from Laurel, I've never been disappointed with any of them from her. And then this is her Hydrating Elixir 1. And this is one of my favorite toners. It has some sandalwood in here, and I find that sometimes sandalwood can be overwhelming, but this is just done perfectly. It's just a very tempered use of sandalwood. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to kind of like emulsion type serums. This is from Heart of Gold, the Sweet Briar Hydrating Nectar, which I love, love, love. You've heard me talk about it a lot, and I will be repurchasing this in the future. Just right now, I do have several of these types of serums going, so I don't need to purchase one right away, but when I get that need, I will definitely be getting this again. Absolutely love it. This is a little sample jar bottle that Carolyn of Live Botanical gave me. This was her first iteration of her ambient moisture liquid. I love it. I can't speak highly enough about it. The iteration that she sent me was a little bit more watery, which I loved and thought was beautiful, but I'm also equally as in love with her, the final iteration of it, which is it's thicker, and I like to describe it as a sort of middle of the road between the lightness of the Heart of Gold Sweet Briar and more of that kind of heavy duty moisturizing properties you get from Potency from Moss. So the ambient liquid moisture from Live Botanical sits kind of right in the middle of those two. I want to talk real quickly about the Viva Urea 5%, Niacinamide 5% Rose Water Serum. I really enjoyed using this, and I just love products that have niacinamide in it. So this was a big favorite of mine. Really enjoyed using it. Nice light rose scent. So if you've been curious about Viva, I do recommend that. And then, so throwback to the old packaging or original packaging from Live Botanical. This is the Air Aloe and Green Tea Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This too is another favorite, and I just want to make a quick mention that the batch that she has going now, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but they did an in-house hydrosol distillation of the green tea leaves, and it is beautiful. So the new bottle that I have, I'm really loving, just because the experience of the product is great, but that added scent is just really beautiful. So if you like the scent of green tea, I do recommend getting the hyaluronic acid serum from Live Botanical. All right, so now let's move on to straight up oils for your face. This is the Moon Argan, giant bottle of it. I think that their argan oil is one of the best on the market. I have to tell you that my husband stole this from me, and he ended up using it on his hair, and he really loved this as a hair oil. He has very coarse, wiry, thick hair. I have an empty here of the Fivenia Grace Autumn Beauty Oil. I'm going to kind of motor through these. You guys have heard me talk about this in the past. I really love this. I think this is my favorite oil that Fivenia does. Definitely the Grace Hydrolot is my favorite from them for sure. I love the osmanthus in both of those products. I have an empty of the Kahina Prickly Pear Seed Oil. This is a beautiful single ingredient product, obviously with the prickly pear seed oil. So I really loved using this with the Gua Sha tools on my face. I just found that the slip was really nice. I felt like I was really nourishing my skin, and this is just a really great oil for that purpose. If you know anything about prickly pear seed oil, it is so great for antioxidants and vitamin K. And anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on prickly pear seed oil, but it's a gorgeous oil. So next up is a mini of the Overnight Resurfacing Oil from Live Botanical. I'm going to try and get that focused in there. I absolutely loved this oil. It's a beautiful face oil, really thick, but then soaks in really nicely. I really love this. This is also another really nice one for facial massage. And then just a little shout out to Live Botanical for offering these minis, because I think it's great to be able to sample products before buying the full size. Another oil that I really fell for is the Bakuchiol Cannabis Sativa Serum. This is from Etymology. I believe they're a Canadian brand. I lost the top, or I didn't actually lose the top, but one of my last uses of this oil, it fell on the ground and broke. The glass dropper broke. So that was kind of a bummer, but luckily I was pretty much done using it. Just speaking to the cannabis part of this serum, whenever I have used anything with CBD on my face, like serums or oils, whatever, I really do feel like it has a really nice calming effect on my skin. And I don't know, this could just be me, maybe the placebo effect, but I do feel like it gives me a nice glow in the morning. And then the Bakuchiol, I have been so on the fence about Bakuchiol as an ingredient, and I don't want to dive into that right now, but this is just such a beautiful serum. I really notice a huge difference when I use this, and I think it's maybe some synergy going on with the Bakuchiol and the CBD, but it is a gorgeous serum, and I would love to have it again in the future. And then wrapping up skin moisturizers, I have the Cora Organics, what is this, the Noni Glow Balm? Yeah, the Noni Glow Face Balm. And this, the only downside is it's in plastic packaging, so I'm not gonna be able to recycle it, But what you can do, and I have done this, is you can take another balm that you have and you can just press a balm in here and basically just reuse this packaging. So for instance, I have put the Yasuni balm from Earthwise Beauty into another empty I have of this, and it makes it really easy to put on my face. So I love the ease of use of this product, and I also really think that the noni in here is a fantastic ingredient and my skin really loves it. So I only have one mask to talk about, and that is the Live Botanical Greenhouse Glow Antioxidant Mask. I have talked about this on my channel in the past. I don't think I have really much in here to show you, but it is kind of a creamy mask, but you do mix it with a little bit of water to activate the ingredients, and then it just turns into this beautiful, like, light mint green color, super soft and creamy, and it's beautiful. I love applying it on my skin. It's just very nourishing. Like, it's not gonna knock your socks off in terms of exfoliation or anything like that, but it's just very nourishing, calming, and I love how my skin feels after I use it. And I also love the ritual of using the product. And I do have a new product to talk to you about. This is the Good Molecules Caffeine Energizing Hydrogel Eye Patches. This was sent to me in PR, but I have since purchased 2 of them because I love them so much. And the reason why I like these a lot, and I don't have any to show you here, this is obviously what the jar looks like, empty, but they are clear. So they're a little bit more, like, you're not gonna scare the mail carrier or your UPS delivery person if you answer the door with them on. So they're just really subtle and clear. And I like how I can use another product underneath it, like, you know, a serum or a cream that also has caffeine in it, or something that's gonna be depuffing. And then I just can put the patch right on top of it. I mean, which you can do with any patch, but I really like how I can get 30 uses out of one jar as opposed to the excessive packaging. Personally, I think excessive packaging of the 100% pure eye gels, which still are my favorite, but I want an alternative that is a little less wasteful, I should say. Okay, so that pretty much does it for skincare. I was deciding if I should make this into 2 videos, but I'm just gonna motor through here because I do have some, like, lifestyle things to talk about. I have 3 teas that I really wanna mention to you. One of them is from Heart of Gold. This is her Asteroid 325 Herbal Tea, which I purchased during this pandemic. I got a curbside delivery from Allie, which was so fantastic. And then I got the Live Botanicals Mind Bright Daytime Tea and Inner World Evening Tea. These were limited editions. She created these, and then proceeds went to, I'm blanking on the name of the exact organization here in Oregon, but it basically went to help, I believe, women in need during these COVID times. So I loved all 3 of these. I'm not gonna go in depth into the ingredients because, first of all, the Live Botanical ones are not available anymore, and I just don't want this video to get too long, but I do wanna say real quick that Live Botanical is having a sale right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last for, but she has an herbal tisane. I think that's how you say it, a tisane, which is basically similar to a tea. And I just purchased 2 of them today because I was so excited, and they might sell out. So get over there real quick if you are interested in the limited edition Live Botanical Summertime. I think it's like her Summer Harvest, and that's the actual code is Summer Harvest 25. So next I'm going to talk about some supplements, which, you know, are very personal. I'm not a huge fan of recommending supplements, but I think these are pretty universally well tolerated. So this is the Mushroom Magic from Wooden Spoon Herbs. You can see I've gone through 3 of these since my last empties. Let me just show you one that might have an easier time of focusing in here. Love her packaging. And yeah, I really love it so much. Again, I'm not going to go into the details about every single specific mushroom in here, but if you are wanting to add mushrooms in as like an adaptogen for your daily care for yourself, I really, really recommend Wooden Spoon. And I have to thank Allie from Heart of Gold for that recommendation. I also really love the Solar Power Energy. This has nettles in it, and I have gone through 2 bottles and love this so much. And the reason too why I really like Wooden Spoon is she does several alcohol-free tinctures, which is definitely my preference. So I don't know if the mushroom is in glycerin or not, but I do know for sure that the Solar Power Energy is in, I think it's apple cider vinegar, some type of vinegar. So again, can't recommend those highly enough. Staying on the supplement theme, I have some CBD gummies that I have really been enjoying. These are from Wyld CBD, and Wyld is spelled W-Y-L-D. And I don't know if this is just local to Portland. I got these at New Seasons, but I really love these. These are each 250 milligrams of CBD. So it's right in the middle. They have one that's lower and they have one that's higher. I definitely would not want to get one that's higher than 250, but I have been using these at nighttime. So I'll try to take a gummy like an hour before bedtime. And I wouldn't say that it completely knocks me out. It isn't always effective in helping me get to sleep, but I would say probably 75% of the time, it really does help me out a lot. And I do think that it does help, when I ingest it, it does help with some muscular aches and pains. I also have this one from Landcraft Wellness. This whole bottle has 600 milligrams of CBD. So if you take a dropper full, it's obviously going to be a less dose than the 250, but sometimes, again, that's all that I really want. I really have been impressed with Landcraft. They are based in New York, I think upstate New York, and I have their cream, and then I have a stick balm, and I really have been having really good effect from the Landcraft products. I really do recommend them. And then I've got a whole bunch of bottles of the Mickelberry. It's Mickelberry Gardens. And these are vinegar-based tonics. And so like the, let's see, this one has elderberry in it. This is the relaxation one. I believe this has skullcap and passion flower, lemon balm, and chamomile. So this is great for relaxation. And then I also got the, let's see, I got the Northwest Pollen Honey Tonic. So this is obviously just made with local honeys here in the Portland area. So this is really great for allergies because it does have the local honeys, local to my area. And I don't think I mentioned this, that all of these are honey based. So the base is the apple cider vinegar, honey, and then whatever the added, tonic is. And again, elderberry, this is the large size. They do have a website, so I'm hoping that they can ship to you if you are interested in those. And I actually have to thank Carolyn from Live Botanical for the recommendation of Mickelberry Gardens, because I really have been enjoying those, obviously. So I just had to do a quick light adjustment because the sun decided to go behind the clouds again. But that is it. That does it for my empties. Thank you so much if you are still watching. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate your support. And then I just want to end with, I hope that you all are safe and healthy out there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.